Warren part of this cell is farther to the north and to the northeast, and it's that cell that is right around Shorterville at this point. Zach, you're here along with me as well, and you're analyzing. Are you seeing anything different than I'm seeing? I'm just seeing some broad rotation.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of organization to this. Obviously, it looked far more organized when it was over closer to Echo over in Dale County and when it first crossed over into Henry County, but tornado warning once again issued for right over Shorterville in the far eastern portions of Henry County. Eventually this crosses over the Georgia state line into Clay County, Georgia, just to the south of Fort Gaines. As David mentioned, very broad rotation. It's not very organized, certainly not as strong as what we saw earlier this morning, just about 20 or so minutes ago over in Dale and western Henry County. But also, as we mentioned earlier, it's in an environment that is more than capable of producing tornadoes, especially with that tornado watch that got issued for the southeast corner of the Wiregrass not too terribly long ago.
Yeah, we're watching that storm. No signs of any Doppler radar confirmation of a tornado with that cell, but it's worth watching for sure. That, along with the other cells that are coming on through the rest of the Wiregrass, there's a lot of rainfall through Henry County into Dale County, and this rainfall rate is 1 to 2 inches per hour, and in some locations it's over 2 to 3 inches per hour. And we've seen some rainfall totals estimated by Doppler radar, parts of Covington County into Pike County, of over 6 inches of rain for the overnight. This area of rainfall pretty heavy just west and northwest of Dothan here into a good chunk of southeastern Dale County, Echo southward to Midland City. Heavy rainfall. There is no rotation with that area of rain, which is what we want to see. This is kind of a wind shift line coming on through. Areas to the north of there are a lot more stable than areas to the south. So it's along this boundary that we'll keep watching for more potential spin-ups to occur. Again, we've seen the one that produced that tornado by Echo, that tornado warning there for Henry County into Clay County. Not that impressive, to be honest with you. And I'll show you what I mean. If I take this back here a little bit, this was impressive. That was a Doppler radar confirmed tornado. So that's what a radar confirmed tornado looks like. It's a very distinct area of outbound and inbound. That, of course, was very close to the radar sites. We had a really good view of it. Now it's a little bit farther away from the radar site, but notice how that tight rotation has kind of fanned out. It's not as distinct as it was. I'm a little surprised they reissued that tornado warning for this cell. Didn't look like it warranted it. Haven't seen any confirmation of any debris showing up. I'll take you back again to show you what debris looks like when that storm was forming. That hole right there, that was debris showing up on the Doppler radar. That went away when that storm went into Henry County, and now crossing Henry County, no signs of that debris signature showing up again, which is some good news. So a tornado warning here being issued for Henry County and into Clay County in Georgia, but just broad rotation with this cell. It has not tightened up again enough to actually produce a tornado, and it's wrapped in rain. The atmosphere here is a lot more stable than it was when it was back to the west there in Dale County and moving into Henry County. It moved into Henry County, had a lot more rain involved in it, and that circulation really never made that full comeback. That said, there is still that tornado warning in effect now as that storm moves into Clay County in Georgia. Also watching other areas of some heavy rainfall here. Headland kind of on the fringe, Midland City in the thick of it, the west side of Dothan, some pretty good rainfall coming on through. A lot of lightning here as well in Dale County, but no signs here of any rotation showing up. There's a look at our storm relative velocity. We'll look at our base velocity, and again, just straight lines, no shapes. We look for the S shape to show up, and if you start seeing that, you start seeing some bending of the wind field that indicates outflow and inflow, and that can lead to a spin up. If you have an uptick in lightning as well, that indicates rising air motion that can lead to potential tornadoes. So we're watching the radar very closely. we came back on here because this tornado warning was extended into parts of Henry and Clay counties. That has since been canceled now. So it looked like it never really came back together. So we're back to a situation where we're monitoring the radar for other signs of rotation, heavy rainfall and lightning as we go into the early morning hours across the Wiregrass. That's it for now. We'll have more updates as needed as we go through the morning hours right here on WTVY News 4.
This has been a forewarned weather alert.